Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
So a forgotten man, the World Heavyweight Champion Manuel Charr, WBA regular World Heavyweight Champion, who hasn't had a fight since defeating Alexander Ustinov back in November 2017. Well, he's taken to social media and said that a fight date is actually going to be announced soon. So after 2 years, 2 months, he finally spoke up and says, you know what, it looks like I could be defending my belt. Now, I know a lot of people have been saying that maybe it's time that they stripped him or just dissolved that world title. And you know what, I'm not against that idea. Now, I have nothing against Manuel Charr. I think that Manuel Charr was a pretty decent boxer back in his day. Very, very durable. I mean, he went to absolute war with Vitaly Klitschko. Of course, he was supposed to take on David Haye. David Haye pulled out of that fight. And ever since he won that WBA regular world heavyweight title, he's been trying to get fights, but fights just ain't coming off for some reason, one reason or another. He's supposed to have taken on Lucas Brown at one point for Lucas Brown to try and get that belt back. Didn't happen. He's supposed to have been taking on Shannon Briggs. That didn't happen. Freza Quendo. Why on earth Freza Quendo? But either way, Freza Quendo was one of them as well due to his legal battle with the WBA. And many other fights as well as, most notably, quite recently, Trevor Bryan, who's of course promoted by a legendary promoter in Don King, where these guys were meant to be staging a Rumble in the Jungle Part 2. Again, that didn't come off either. So quite who he's going to fight, absolutely no idea. Now, as I said, he has taken to social media, and I'll put a link to that in the description box for you guys to go have a check out for yourself. And it does feel weird calling him World Heavyweight Champion, but effectively that's what he is. Because when you guys look at the history through say, the WBA, it's going through the regular, the super title that Joshua has, which of course is a grade up, but that one doesn't have too much history. It's the regular belt that does. So who's he going to fight? Absolutely no idea, but it's going to have to be somebody in the top 15, that is for sure. For me, I would love it if Eddie Hearn could make a unification fight between him and Dillian Whyte. Now, I say unification, which quite a few people may look at and go, what's that unification for? Well, Manuel Charr is the regular WBA World Heavyweight Champion, and Dillian Whyte is a WBC Interim World Heavyweight Champion. It's effectively the same level, just a different sanctioning body. So, is there any reason why these guys can't unify? Is there any reason why? If Joshua, the WBA Super Champion, can unify with Deontay Wilder, the WBC Champion, which effectively is the Super Champion, then why can't Manuel Charr and Dillian Whyte? I don't know why Eddie Hearn hasn't maybe looked at it or tried to push for it. Maybe he has, and Manuel Charr just knocks it back. I have no idea. But for me, I think that these guys should just get it on. Manuel Charr, Dillian Whyte, get it on. It's a unification, effectively, is it not? Whether people agree that Manuel Charr is World Heavyweight Champion or not, listen, as I said before, it does feel a little bit weird calling him that. But effectively, that's what it is. As I said before, that's where the lineage comes from when you look at the history of the WBA. It's actually the belt that he owns. Now, that belt is somewhat cursed. It does seem that everybody who gets that belt is having some kind of issues with some PED tests. Manuel Charr was also one of them. Lucas Brown, another one. Freza Quendo, another one. Shannon Briggs, another one. So it tends to go in that kind of cycle. Personally, I think they should just get that belt and bury it 6 feet under. That belt is a curse. But as it's still active, why not? Dillian Whyte, Manuel Charr, unification. Manuel Charr isn't going to get a bigger payday than a Dillian Whyte, is he? Dillian Whyte, he needs an opponent. Eddie Hearn. Maybe. Get it over the line. Surely he's got some kind of sway. Surely the WBC and the WBA would allow a unification. Because Manuel Charr, he isn't going to get a unification anytime soon with Anthony Joshua, is he? Which effectively, that's what the WBA want to do. They want to unify the super title and the regular title together. Which does make you wonder why they keep on opening up these other championships, even the gold titles and things like that Joe Joyce currently has. Although maybe Manuel Charr versus Joe Joyce in somewhat of a unification. It wouldn't really be a unification, but effectively maybe it could be seen as one or billed as one. Anyway, that's what's going on. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.